Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
To the end, they bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in a Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust me, heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Go. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Go. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. I ride for my niggas.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It was a time it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets about a rap, nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe, my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered it up filet, told them butterflies, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just tired thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all come in here. Hit the share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews for all this great content they drop to y'all on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys go to our Venmo as well. Venmo is BJ BJ/MATHEWS/1. Again, that's BJ/MATHEWS1. And if you guys do not have either one, Cash App or Venmo, you guys can also, you know what I'm saying, show your love to the super comments right below in the chat box with that little dollar, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom of the corner of the right. You click that button, you guys can drop what they call a super comment in the chat to continue support and donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. And last but not least, if you guys do not have your memberships, please get your memberships that are available today. There's very simple. We have 3 different options: the pull-up badge, the LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge. Gives you all different type of perks. We will actually be having a contest this upcoming week on Sunday where we actually give out some free money. So make sure you guys do not want to miss out on that. If you guys want to be a membership badge member, do not miss out on that. But let's go and get started with this show, man. Shout out to the people in the chat. If you guys are in the chat, make sure y'all let me know that y'all in here. But also, before y'all even get in here, wipe your feet into this house. Hit that like button if you have over 15 people right now. What's this? Correct Cut 88. What's good, bro? First, what's good, brother? Hope Davison, our moderator. How you doing, Mrs. Hope? Good to see you always. Shout out to Danny Berry Sports Highlights. Hey, everybody, happy Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. It's been a quick week already. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all 3 of y'all, man. Let's get these people inside, man. Make sure y'all hit in the comment section because I will not be as active in there as I'm going into the live. Y'all already know how, do things. But we got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. This is primarily about, certain situation, certain topic that's kind of, been pretty big, prevalent over the last week or so. Of course, the NBA draft happening last week officially. We got a chance to, see the biggest splash, of course, was Bronny James being picked as the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA draft by the LA Lakers. He will be joining his father, LeBron James, in uniform, actually coming up because not only was he drafted, but he also just inked a 4-year, $7.9 million deal. What was it yesterday? So he will be inked in as a Laker for this team. So I kind of want y'all to kind of hear the details. I'm gonna play a video in a minute about the details about what's going to be happening with LeBron James, his son Bronny, when it comes to being signed with the Lakers, because apparently there's some specific things that have not been actually expounded on. But I'm gonna let y'all hear the expert Adrian Wojnarowski talk about Bronny James and what the actual real specifics are of his contract and the situation. And let me go ahead and play that video if I can actually pull it up. If I can't, then I'll just go ahead and read an article. But I'm pretty sure I got that video. Let's see. Well, it looks like I don't. So what I will do is I will come back to that later. But as y'all know, the 4-year, $17.9 million deal has been inked in. And LeBron James is part of the Lakers. And it turns out LeBron James officially is not actually on the Lakers roster, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, that he'll actually be being part of the G League team, but he signed as if he's an LA Laker. So, of course, it's a little bit confusing, but, it's kind of, what I said, what we talked about last week on Sunday, Bronny James being a player, played at USC, his freshman year and got really right into the NBA in the draft. Obviously, there was some, stuff that there was actually being reported about how, his father's agent, Rich Paul, came and actually told all the teams not to draft him outside the Lakers. So they would pretty much pick him up. And now that not only he just got drafted in the second round, he also got a guaranteed contract. Right. So people in here, what's good, Corey? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Hope said did not deserve it. And y'all can tell me in the comment section how y'all feel about this. With Bronny James getting this contract and getting paid and things of that nature, because we're going to definitely expound on it, because y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail right there. It says we are officially in a new era. And y'all going to realize why I say that, because this to me ain't just something pertaining towards basketball, but it's more so turns this culture and life. And I really think that we're in an actual real new era. That we're, actually dealing with. So I'm going to expound more on that, but what I want to do first, I want to play a little bit of a short, like 3-minute clip pertaining to LeBron James's son actually getting introduced by their head coach, JJ Redick. JJ Redick, obviously LA Lakers head coach. They had a press conference, I believe it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or Monday. I get my days mixed up, you know what I'm saying, because I'm so busy. But he talked a little bit about him and Rob Pelinka talked about, having Bronny on the team and, what it is, what it means to them and things of that nature. So I'm going to let y'all kind of hear what JJ had to say a couple of days ago. I'm going to go with Bronny being introduced to this 4-year, $7.9 million rookie deal. So y'all hold tight and y'all enjoy.
With Bronny, I want to clarify one thing you just said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work. And for us, prioritizing player development, we view Bronny as like case study 1, because his base level of feel, athleticism, point of attack defender, shooting, passing, there's a lot to like about his game. And as we sort of build out our player development program holistically, he's going to have a great opportunity to become an excellent NBA player.
So just want to quickly stop it right now. Salute to the people that's coming in here. The realist says salute BJ. Just wondering, is it still clip bang or don't bang, right? Yeah, it's still clip bang or don't bang for sure. But with it still being clip bang or don't bang, I'm going to be giving the honest, harsh truth to a lot of people, man. And, I can report, I can also, support the team. But them days of trying to hold back and trying to, be politically correct, them days are done. So it's going to still all be click bang or don't bang, man. But I think it's time for people to actually start still hearing the actual truth. Who is this right here? Your boy 2001 said, I don't care what y'all say, Bronny is blessed for real. Laughing emoji. Corey says it's going to take Bronny that long to develop to average 10 points per game. All right, so thank you for all the comments, y'all. Y'all keep hitting that like button. But JJ Redick obviously is in support of Bronny James, saying that, they did not give him anything, that he actually earned it. And then JJ went in actually, in detail to explain why they like Bronny James. They talked about his field of game. They talked about his athleticism. They talk about, sound like his IQ, his shooting ability. Basically, he feels like, he's going to have a good career in the NBA, a long NBA career. So that's kind of the basis of what they, see in Bronny. So let's continue.
And then my second question for both of you guys, for Dalton and Bronny. This organization has talked a lot about player development here over the last month or so. What are your expectations for yourselves starting with Summer League in terms of playing both in Sacramento and in Vegas, and kind of what you're hoping to gain between now and the start of the season?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Just get out on the court with all the guys, and the first couple of days learning from JJ when he'll be there, and start the season. Go to the Summer League and hopefully go win that, and then just go on and get the regular season started.
For me, probably just getting a feel for the game, especially at the next level. But just excited to go out there and compete with some great players, and being able to take this time to get ready for what is to come.
Dave McBennett with ESPN. Welcome to Dalton and Bronny. I want to start with JJ. Just in terms of logistics here, who's going to be coaching the California Classic, and are your two rookies going to be playing up there and also in Vegas?
Yeah. So Dane Johnson will be coaching the California Classic and Summer League. I will be heavily involved in practices. I will also be involved in some capacity during the games, during film, all of that. We talk about development. It's an incredible opportunity for Dane and his staff to develop further. For me, I have to sort of prioritize a bunch of different things right now, including building out a staff. But for both these guys, we expect them to play in both the California Classic and in Las Vegas.
And then just a question for both the rookies. Start with Dalton. How's it been from the moment, I guess, Wednesday held you to make that decision? And then how much of a consideration was, well, my father's still an active player?
For me, I always try to put that narrative of me trying to get my name out for myself.
So as y'all, I just had to skip the other guy. I mean, no offense to the other young man, Dalton. I can't even say his last name, but I don't want to mess it up. But he was the first round pick. He was a 17 pick for the LA Lakers. I think he played at Tennessee. He's a sharpshooter. He can move. He can actually, hit 3-point shots. They took him at 17. He's actually a pretty solid player, but unfortunately, this ain't really about him. This is actually about Bronny. This actual, live that we're making is about LeBron James and Bronny James and the Lakers and JJ Redick and, Rob Pelinka. So I want to focus on what he has to say now. What Bronny's finna touch into about the attachment that, is attached to his father, about him, basically getting into the NBA, and you guys kind of know the spill. But they're, actually going to ask him that question because, of course, that's the question that everybody want to ask. Like, how is LeBron, influencing, Bronny, and what is Bronny actually taking from his father, and how does he feel about it? So he's going to kind of give like a little sporadic answer, like a look about like another minute 30 left. So y'all sit back.
But just coming in and trying to get better. Rob has told me that there's a great development system here. So I just want to come in and get my work in and get better every day. But I never really had a thought of, me going to play with my dad, but that's always, there to, take part of, but that wasn't a main focus of mine to do.
Hey guys, over here, Yovan Buha with The Athletic. One question for each of you, just entering the league as rookies, what area of your game are you looking to work on most coming in this summer?
For me, probably just creating my own shot. I feel like I know how to play the game already and play the right way, but just being more aggressive on the offense end and creating my shot because I know that's what I can do. Just being more aggressive.
I'd say the same thing. Just go in, be aggressive, be ready to make some shots, and then just show my all-around game is one thing. Just show all around and be a complete player.
Kobe Bryce, Southern California News Group. Got one for both you guys. Bronny first, kind of going off of what you just said. Because of the time you had to take off at USC, do you feel like there were parts of your game you weren't able to showcase as much because of that? And do you feel like, once you're able to, I guess, get back on the court more consistently through summer league, you can, I guess, reestablish the offensive rhythm you may not have had at USC?
Yeah, for sure. The time that I had off, I feel like I could have been perfecting my game more. I just feel like I've been given the opportunity to, showcase what I can really do because I wasn't given that much of an opportunity at SC. So, I'm excited for what is to come.
So that's interesting that I wanted y'all to pay attention to that. He said, bro, even sounds like LeBron. Yeah, he sounds just like his dad. And just off kilter, man, Bronny's actually a pretty humble, down-to-earth guy. As I've said and echoed a few times already that, I've met him before, had a chance to, see him up close in person. And his coaches, I know his high school coach as well. He's always been what they've been saying, like, Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick said that he's always been a hard worker and he's been very disciplined, very respectful, coachable. All those things are true as intangibles. He's pretty, I wouldn't say quiet, but he's a little bit different from LeBron. Like LeBron's more like he has to be the center of attention. Bronny's kind of the guy who likes to be in the background. He likes to kind of be chilling. He kind of likes to, be in his own little space. You can kind of see how he even conducts himself when he talks. Like he's kind of just real, control how he speaks. He kind of, doesn't really do too much. He's kind of just like, regular, don't really have too much flash going on. Just, but you can tell that's his son. That's LeBron's son at the end of the day. But he said he didn't get much of an opportunity at USC. We're going to get back to that because I think what he's saying is like, he didn't get an opportunity to play because of this heart condition. Now, if y'all see on the screen, Bronny played 25 games, 4.8 points per game, 37% from the field, 2.1 assists. That's really what he did his first year at USC. So at that token, that's kind of what his little college career was. But let me let y'all hear the last part, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. All right.
And for you, Dalton, you kind of mentioned this, I think, in New York. You studied JJ while in college. JJ, Rob, you've mentioned that JJ was drawing up plays for Dalton right after you got drafted him. Is there an added excitement or element of excitement just knowing that you'll be able to pick the brain of one of the best shooters that league has seen?
Yeah, for sure. Me and Coach Barnes, we watched a lot of JJ Redick and how he comes off screens, gets openings, creating space even before he runs off the screen. So I'm excited just to learn from him and see how he sees the game.
Bill Plaschke, Los Angeles Times. This is for Bronny. How much more pressure is on you playing on a team with your father, and how are you going to handle that pressure?
For sure, amplified amount of pressure. I've already seen it, stuff, media and stuff in the internet and stuff, talking about I might not deserve an opportunity, but I've been dealing with stuff like this for my whole life. So it's nothing different, but it's more amplified for sure. But I can get through it.
All right, so that concludes that right there. As y'all come in here, smash the like button. Salute to my man Taz. What's good, Taz? How you doing, brother? Now again, we're talking about Bronny James. He has been officially signed to the LA Lakers for a 7.9 4-year, $7.9 million deal. He'll be participating, I guess, in summer league as well. That's about to get ready to start, and training camp, and then he's going to be mostly in the G League. And he's going to be, according to Wojnarowski, he's going to be probably the first week with his dad on the court. So I want y'all to kind of see what I want to talk about regarding this. So you got obviously two sides of it, of course. You got the side of people who are for it, who actually think this is a great thing, for the culture, that people, need to see, father and son, how powerful it is to actually see them actually play. This is monumental. And, they speak in, that type of term. And you got the other side who feels like, this is something where, you clearly are playing favoritism. You're clearly trying to rig the system, yada, yada, yada. And this ain't cool. Da, da, da. So you got two different sides, really, that's on different sides when you ask them this question about, Bronny James being, inducted or being on the Lakers. So I kind of want y'all to hear two sides of it. I want y'all to actually hear one of the people's sides right here. What he thought about it. This is LL Cool J. Of course, y'all know LL Cool J, well-known rapper, entertainer, actor. Of course, very, very wealthy man, very powerful man. He had his thoughts about it. It's about a minute, and I want y'all to kind of hear what he had to say about Bronny getting into the NBA and his father being a part of it.
Lakers, man. A lot of people been hating online, calling it nepotism, man. How do you feel as a father?
Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like they gotta stop it. Like, let me tell you something. That little boy been watching his dad play his whole life. Okay, his dad is one of the greatest ball players. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I'm an MJ guy. But I'm saying Bron is one of the greatest ball players ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That being said, he absolutely did everything right. And I'm glad his son gets to play with him. And I'm glad our culture gets to see that, because we need that in our lives. We need to see young black boys having their dreams come true, and dad helped it happen. But nobody can say Bronny didn't work hard. It's
a fact.
He got a leg up. Yes, his dad put his arm around him and pressed the door a little bit, but that boy worked hard. I watched him doing them jumpers, and they in there doing East Bays together. And you know what? I think he's going to deliver. Yeah, I think he's going to deliver. So I'm happy for him.
LeBron just drafted his son.
All right, so that was LL Cool J. Like I said, a very, very well-known former rapper, actor, entertainer, all that, man. You could even call him the ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that used to lick his lips all the time. That's LL Cool J. That was his sentiments and his thoughts about Bronny James getting, drafted, and not only getting drafted, but getting a 4-year $7.9 million deal for the Lakers. So that's, you have that side. You have that side of people who feel like this is for the culture. Even you have the host right here saying, you got people hating on this, and they're like, why they're actually trying to take away that, Bronny James's joy. He's just trying to play basketball with his son and with his father. Like, this is a great moment. Why would you do this? That's the side that you have. Right. So that's one instant. I want y'all to hear a different instant right now. A little bit longer, but this is actually somebody that I think, had a very strong stance about this as well. We're going to hear from, a good friend of the show and one of my mentors, Rob Parker, who spoke a little bit in detail about, this whole situation and what he thought. And the reason why I'm playing these clips is because I'm trying to intertwine and make y'all actually see why people think the way they think about certain, subjects going on in the world. So it's about, I think we'll say about a minute and a half, 2-minute video. Y'all sit back and enjoy.
Rob, of course, was out on vacation last week when Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, was drafted with the 55th pick of the NBA draft by the Lakers. And he will join his dad. Rob and I have said all along that Bronny is going to be a Laker, and he is. Rob, you haven't been able to share your thoughts on this show, so go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Chris, I want to make this very clear. This is not anything to do with Bronny. It doesn't. I get it. It's his father trying to do what's right or help his kid in any way he can. I don't have any kids. I never played professional sports. I get all that. But I must admit, I think this is the worst decision that's ever happened in professional sports.
So that's his strong sentiment about what this is about. He says it's the worst decision in sports history. Now, sports has been around for generations, probably even a century. So for Rob Parker to say that this is the worst decision in sports, I think he's talking about in his timeline. I think, what's Rob? I think he's like 58. No, he's 60. I'm tripping. I went to his birthday. He's 60. So obviously Rob's from the old school. The whole, get it out the mud. Of course, if y'all know a little bit about him, his radio career, he started off being as a newspaper guy. You know what I'm saying? He had to start from humble beginnings. Nobody gave Rob shit. Like, he worked out of his high school, had to pay his money to actually get his newspapers published for the city news. Like, had to, work for a bunch of different, networks before he finally got his big break. Now he's one of the biggest people on, media and on TV, but it took years for him to build it. So when him saying it's probably the worst thing in sports, it's kind of coming off because he says, he just feels like everybody should earn their share. All right. So let me let him continue.
And I'm dead serious when I say that. The worst.
By a team,
not just
player,
all around, everybody involved in this, because it changes what the essence of the game has always been, which is about competition.
Owning a small business means you're head of sales, inventory, closing deals, and closing for the day, all in one. Spectrum One for Business is fast internet, free advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield, and a free mobile line, all for one low price. Spectrum Business, made to work.
It's Al. We got some rough weather heading your way. It is going to pour.
There are many ways to spend.
Chris, this is what we've always talked about. And the reason why you have an NFL where you have essentially 99% of the owners are white, and yet the league is 70% black. Meritocracy is what allowed this to be the case. They didn't go out and just fill their teams with people who look like them because they own the team and said, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do, and no one can tell me because I own the team. It was about the best people went out there, played the game, and the people who deserve to get jobs got jobs. I heard a lot of people throw around nepotism. And there's plenty of nepotism, and I've been critical
I was
of
one that threw it around.
Yeah, I've plenty. And I've thrown out nepotism. Chris, it's wrong. We've seen it, especially in the front office.
Oh,
but
gosh.
it
Coaching
ain't
staffs, front office,
right.
all that.
But it ain't the same as what we've seen here as far as on the field. Someone would have to show me on the field where some guy got his son a spot on a team or some owner put his nephew on. I'll just take the last spot on the roster. It doesn't matter. I want you to be on the team because I own the team. And that's the part I think when LeBron looks at his legacy, that he'll be leaving the sport in a worse place than when he got here. And what I mean is he's opened up a Pandora's box now to where I don't know how you tell people not to do what he just did, right?
So I'm going to let him play for like another 30 seconds to a minute. But y'all heard kind of an earful about what Rob takes it as. It's again, it's a how can I put this? When certain things are in you, they're in you, right? And when you seem to see a different way of how things are as the world is changing, then you can't really it's hard for you to accept it. You know what I'm saying? If I have a person that is used to always just, working hard for what they get, and I come across a person who seems to get something so easy or because they get it because of privilege, it's hard for me to understand it. And that's where Rob's coming from. That's where Rob's, mindset's coming from. He's coming from simply like, you work, let you like, hey, if you're not good at something, good enough for it, then you got to either get better or you're just going to be left in the dust. Because that's what he had to do. He had to get better at his craft for him to be able to have an opportunity to be at where he's at now. That's why he's saying now, like, things are changing and LeBron James has opened a new Pandora's box for this could be something that can actually be used, in the near future. So that's kind of where, Rob Parker's coming from. But let me continuously let it go for like 30 more seconds.
His kid, by all of the scouts, not Rob Parker as a scout, all the scouts, smaller guard, Chris, he didn't have a great year in college, all this thing. He might have made it. He might have been able to be on a team as a non-drafted player and worked his way through and all that, right? Could have. But this was like, no, he's coming to the Lakers. Get out of the way. Don't draft him. This is all about LeBron making this happen. I remember when Tim Tebow went down to Jacksonville. People were like, what? To play a position he had never played. He was an older player, but Urban Meyer, that's my next door neighbor. People weren't with it. People throw out the Dallas Cowboys. Chris, it's filled with nepotism. He has all of his kids in the front office. But I could justify a family business where you're hiring people in your family more so than I can on a team or
Why?
on a because
still nepotism.
No, and I'm not saying I'm against nepotism, but I'm I'm against nepotism. What I'm saying is when you play on the field, that is supposed to be based on your merit, your ability, and that's where someone would have to show me where owners have done this in the past, because I can't find it.
Yeah. All right. So y'all heard it from Rob. That's like a lot. I think I can pretty much hear the rest of that somewhere else. But let me just look at some of these comments. Let's this right here. Befresco Joe said MJ's son watched him also and couldn't make it into the league. He said the concern is not the first dad and son comment. The concern is the second and fourth floodgates opening. Yeah, that's what Rob Parker's saying. He's saying that this is going to become an actual. This is going to become a flood of a new era, and that's why I named the thumbnail. This we're officially in a new era. So let me give my thoughts about this. And as y'all come near, smash the like button. Let me know that you're in the comment section. I did a video we did a live last Sunday, me and my co-host Rick. You know what I'm saying? Me and my co-host Rick do shows every single Sunday. If you guys do not know, we do shows every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys do not know, that's the times that we do every show every Sunday. And we talked about Bronny being drafted. This is 2 days after he got drafted. So now, after he got drafted, I think a lot of people were asking themselves, okay, does this mean like he's going to be on the court? Is he going to be going through summer league? Is he going through training camp? When is he going to get, like, how is this going to work? And now that you see him getting this 4-year, $7.9 million deal, it's official that he's going to be at least in the Lakers organization. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Adrian Wojnarowski, NBA insider, ESPN senior writer, reported the term simply just he's going to be on the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, but he's going to be more so on the G League team with the, I guess they call it South Bay Lakers, right? That's the name they call the G League team. He's going to still have to, work out and, develop and get better. And then he'll eventually be moved up to the LA Lakers. But he also said in that same sentiment that he's going to probably most likely play with his dad and the Lakers in the first week. So obviously, this is something where they're trying to make a memorable moment of father and son. So there's two ways that we can see it. The LL Cool J way or the Rob Parker way. LL Cool J, man, I hear his point of view, like, as a father. And if you even have, like, I have a little brother, right? He's about to go play ball at TCU as a walk-on. And I don't have any kids, but I kind of treat him as if he's my child because I, pretty much helped raise him. And basketball, just like he saw me playing basketball, that's who we got it from. So you want to always try to put your people that came after you in a better position. If you're a good mentor, if you ain't a good mentor, I ain't talking to you. But if you want to put your person in another good position, you want to try to raise them up. So my mindset was like, if there's anything I can do to get my brother in a great position, even it meant bending the rules a little bit, I always crossed my mind. But as I got older, I started realizing, well, it's about building character because at the end of the day, there's only so far I can take my brother without him actually doing the work on his own. And he works hard. He does everything that he needs to do to be ready for, opportunity he got right now. But you can't hold the person's hand the whole time. You just can't. And that's what I think the silver lining part is, because you think you're helping your child, you think you're helping your younger sibling, whatever, basically do something, and then they end up not being able to either understand how to overcome a certain obstacle, right? They can't overcome something because you've been holding their hand the whole time. What LeBron's doing is basically holding Bronny's hand. There's really no way around it. Even LL Cool J came out in the interview and said that, he put his arm around his son. He gave him a lift up, which he really wanted to say, like, you basically got him in the NBA, right? Bronny James is the first player in NBA history as a second-round pick to get a guaranteed contract. Just because you get drafted don't mean you get a guaranteed contract, and you got one. The guaranteed contracts are for the first 30 players. So not only you didn't get a leg up, you basically got him in. I don't know which type of strings he pulled or what he did, but definitely LeBron James has power that we ain't really seen before. Because even Jordan has kids, and he never even, pulled this amount of strings, because Jordan, I personally believe, did not want to, preach that message. He said, if you want to get into the NBA, you have to prove it. LeBron James he's different. And I'm going to tell y'all why that matters, because that's going to what I'm about to say here. Somebody else that's different is obviously the late, great Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. He's a player that I followed since I was a kid. He was part of my era. I'm a 90s baby. So I want y'all to stick with me because I'm about to get to a point. What LeBron James did for his child, Kobe Bryant would not do for his daughter, his late great daughter Gianna. You know, he had a child that he coached as well. People say LeBron James's son coached. So LeBron James coached his son. Well, Kobe Bryant had a daughter that he coached as well. There's certain people who do not interact and actually pull those type of strings because they feel like they'll be taken away and not be building their character. There was a time I remember that Kobe Bryant was coaching his daughter's AAU team, right? This is like a year before he passed, and he took a part of he made a team of girls around where he lived at in Orange County in Newport Beach. They made a team called the Mambas, and they actually weren't that good. The girls that he got were actually pretty. They didn't have a good understanding of basketball. But Kobe, what he did, he spent about 2 years straight developing, after he retired, developing his team of girls where they actually became, a pretty solid team. But the reason I say that is because this picture y'all see right here is one of the trophies that they won in a tournament. They got 4th place. They got 4th place in the tournament. And I don't think y'all can read what is in the caption, but basically in a nutshell, Kobe Bryant basically said, like, you guys, are y'all happy with a 4th place trophy or y'all happy with a 1st place? And the girls actually said they were going to throw their trophies away because they were unhappy they got 4th place. And Kobe said to them, instead of throwing it away, put it in a place where you can see it every single day to motivate you. And then they eventually were able to, be 1st place in the tournament and actually become a better team. The type of, like, what I say is that we are in a different era where now it's not about that mindset. It's not even just a basketball thing. It's more so a culture thing. For the people that are upset or angry or mad that, Bronny got a deal, he got an offer, he got your handout, I would tell people, first off, understand, like I said, you're in a new era. We're not in that era where, in my personal opinion, everything is earned. We're not in that NBA no more, especially. Yeah, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Two of my favorite players of all time. If you guys grew up in that era, you understood everything was earned, everything was given, everything, you go through the grind, you work your ass off. There was no friends. You know what I'm saying? Competition was at an all-time high. Right? So, like I mentioned with Rob Parker, when you have a person who's used to having that type of mindset, it's very hard for them to understand what they're dealing with right now, which is that we're in a different era. Right? We went from, if you're not first, you're last, right? To now we're in an era where everybody gets a trophy, or everybody, gets an opportunity. Everybody, quote unquote, you earned it, but you still don't have the resume to show it. You don't have the accolades to show it. What you do have is a plug, and you have some type of, connection to a very powerful man to able to give you these opportunities. Now, what I will say about Bronny is this. Like, he has good morals, he has good ethics. He does work hard. He does, play hard. So you do give him that amount of, love and respect. But as far as, do I like how things get handled? Do I like how, he's able to, just jump in and just basically get the, guarantee contract and stuff like that. Mixed feelings. Because it's so obvious that this is something, it's so one-sided, and people just think it's okay. People think that just, it's no big deal, or he just, he's able to get in. And then you'll hear sometimes if you say something like that, people will shame you and say, well, like LL Cool J said, like, you weren't gonna make it to the NBA anyway. Well, what about the person who didn't get drafted, like his teammate Boogie Ellis, right? Who obviously averaged 19 points per game and got the, he was one of the, I think he was a back-to-back all-conference player in the Pac-10. He was a back-to-back player in the top 10, right? He was a good, he was a good player in the USC. But Bronny comes in at his first season where he obviously has heart condition, plays 25 games, averages 4 points per game. Doesn't really get a real chance to really even get out there and really show himself. And he automatically gets a guaranteed contract. So people are going to try to shame you for even mentioning that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you can't put something in front of my face and tell me that, if it don't look right, then I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, that looks like he earned all that. No, he didn't earn it. Now, I'm not saying that Bronny can't, become a solid NBA player. And I think even in the NBA, as far as the teaching, as far as, development, and he does have some tangibles in his game, the athleticism, where he can actually learn the grind and actually, become an NBA real valid player. But right now, what I'm seeing with Bronny James, I wish he was going back to college. This is obviously something that LeBron James wants more so even. I'm not going to say more so than Bronny, but I will say that LeBron James wants this opportunity to play with his kid. He's been echoing that for years. He's been trying to, play with his kids, for the last, 2-3 seasons. He's been talking about it. So I guess this is the way for him to enhance his legacy, right? I know some of us get annoyed with LeBron James and his antics and what he, as far as he'll go to actually, stroke his ego. But what I will say is that his son, Bronny, actually has a positive, I think he's more of a humble, positive, kid. So you don't wish nothing bad for him. But I'm just pointing out what I see. Like this, when I saw that he got a 4-year, $7.9 million, I said they're overdoing it now. They're really, pushing it in. Because damn well this is something that has never been done in NBA history. I mean, you already done had him get drafted, and everybody knew what it was, that it was basically, LeBron James winning all over it. But you take it a step further and give him a guaranteed 4-year, $7.9 million deal. Now you're really trying to rub it in. And my thing is, I'll just be like, man, what's wrong with him just actually going into Summer League and actually showing himself? If you feel like he's basically NBA ready, he's going to get the contract anyway. I feel like it's going to be a flummox. It's going to be even more stuff that happens in the future. But like I said, that's why I said the new era. I'm not really for the new era. And that's not even outside of basketball. Like, even if y'all just look around in the world today in the culture, like, morality is not one of the things that's practiced in this culture. What I mean by that is that people will try to do anything they can to get a head start, a shortcut, or trample over somebody else to get where they need to get to. Right? I don't care how I get, I'm going to get it. Even if that means, stepping out of morality and not, working hard for it, or not, this, that, and the other. especially in sports. I mean, get used to seeing this type of stuff because it's going to happen more and more. Don't be surprised by it. Don't be shocked by it. It's going to happen more and more. Like, you know, people are getting stuff they ain't earned. You know, you're going to, be in the NBA. Like I said, LeBron, one thing about LeBron is he starts trends. I mean, like with all this player empowerment movement, that's what LeBron James did that. LeBron James has made it popular to basically choose where you want to go, which part of it I'm not too upset about because as we're seeing, like owners are going to do what they want to do. So I'm not going to be too upset about it. But what I'm saying, this trend right here where you just basically pay or you do something to get your kid into an athletic environment, like we ain't seen that before. I'm like with Rob Parker, we ain't seen nothing like that before. It's one thing for you to do it in like a business or you're in ownership or you're in the white collar, office or something like that. But on the field, on the court or whatever, like that's a whole different, that's the type of environment where you get clowned if you use like, your mom or your dad or your uncle or your, grandfather, your cousin, like to get in. Everybody knows it. You get clowned for that. You get clowned for having a silver spoon in your mouth. Right? So you try to stay away from that. You don't want no, even if, I mean, shit, like even when you, if you guys, been around, like your pops was a coach, your mom was a coach, for your little league team, your teammates are looking at you like, oh, that's because you're the coach's kid. Like you getting favoritism, you get clowned. So it's not something that I would prefer. I would not think that, Bronny probably would be very, very, wanted to do. But again, he said in the press conference, he's been dealing with this for a while. Like, of course, he's been his father's child for a long time, for his whole life. So he's been dealing with vitriol. He don't deserve this. He's heard it all. So it's going to be interesting to see how he actually handles this. But LeBron James is not going to be able to hold Bronny's hand for his whole basketball career. And you could tell LeBron James wants to do nothing but to protect his son. But I'm starting to think LeBron James is a little bit possessed to the point where, he's doing things that are just outside the box. Like it's an attachment that he has to his first son. They have the same name, for crying out loud. Like he has a serious attachment to Bronny, which, I mean, it's kind of understandable because that is your first son. But the lengths that he goes is actually like, damn, might have to, take a step back for a little bit. I don't even think LeVar Ball's father was this attached to his first son. But I hope that he actually does prevail in the NBA, man. I really do. Because I think he's a good kid. But let me go and drop this link for y'all. And let y'all actually see what I have to say. He said, obviously, Brown will never be the GOAT, but you can't take away the first son and father team. That's where he will etch his mark in. Yeah. And see, it might not even be just Bronny. He probably gonna go to Bryce too. He gonna try to play with Bryce as well. Because Bryce got like probably 3 years because he's about to be a junior, senior, and then his first year in college. He might try to get Bryce already outside of the NBA. He might try to get him in about 3-4 years. Because the way LeBron's looking right now, he can play an extra 3 to 5 years because he already signed a 2-year deal. But unless he gets injured, God forbid, he can play a number of years. Clip Gang says Bronny near died on the court. His heart is bad for the rest of his life. I'm happy that the young man got to see his wish come true, and kudos to his dad. making it come true. Yeah, there you go. He said LeBron probably pushed Bronny to do this because he plans to retire after he could share the court with Bronny for a year. Yeah, yeah. I'm starting to think that too. And the strings that LeBron pulled to get this done is, I mean, again, it must have been a big price for him to pay to do this. So, I mean, kudos to him. Power and influence is something different. Something different. Let me see something. He said, I'm with LL on this one. Taz, I'm with LL on this one. This is a major flex in sports history. Yeah, it is a major flex. It definitely is. I mean, you can't even, it's something that you can't even really replicate. It's something that's never been done. Like, if you got somebody that's able to get into the NBA just like that, like, that's just something that we just ain't never seen before. What's this? Corey said Bronny's a good dude, and honestly, more people would root more for him if he really got it out the mud. Yeah, I think so. Because, like I said, everybody loves the grind. Everybody loves the struggle. Everybody's attached to the struggle. Everybody loves, somebody having to work for something. You know what I'm saying, to get where they need to get to. That's the code. Like, and that's where I think people would love to see more. Like, if he got out the mud and actually, grind for what he wanted, then you won't see there's no reason to really hate him, because, like you said, he's a good dude. He already works hard. He already, has a great head on his shoulders. All he needs to do is just have, the resume. That's all he needs, is to have the resume. But I thought he would do that in college, build his resume up. He missed, had a little bit of a up and down year because of, because like he said he didn't get an opportunity at USC. But according to, I remember the USC head coach, they hired a new coach at USC. He said he wanted Bronny back on the team, that he was actually looking forward to get Bronny, wanting him back. So I was thinking that there was no way that he wasn't going to play him. He was going to actually give him an opportunity. So why not give him the opportunity to play and, show yourself in the USC, and you can actually, get your stripes, because at the end of the day, you want the respect of your peers. Leisure, salute, BJ, good, great content, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. He also says the cigar tastes better after a hard day's work. Oh yeah, you got a cigar. What you got over there, man? I ain't never even smoked cigars like that, but yeah. What's good, Just Blaze? What's good, bro? How's everything with the Warriors, man? How you feel about Klay Thompson? How you feel about him leaving? See, I dropped the link for y'all if I want to come in and cook with me, man. Let me know if I want to come here and cook. Let's see. It's a lot of comments dropping right now, because I should put a poll up right now. Like, what do y'all feel like? Are y'all for Bronny getting drafted, or y'all against it? Y'all think that, what I'm saying, he's basically, it's a shortcut that don't need to, being revealed. What y'all think? Let me go ahead and put this poll up. If what y'all think, for or against Bronny getting drafted. Yes, I'm for it. No, I'm against it. Or undecided. All right. That's the poll. I got to put it up. He said, bro, it's all been good. Don't last forever. We won our titles. Yeah, that's the thing. Y'all won y'all 4 titles. I saw Draymond Green's podcast too, man. He seems to have, be at peace with it. So, I think y'all will have y'all jerseys retired together, all three of them. So, I mean, that's all. I mean, that they're one of the best teams of all time. So it's all good. He said, "I'm happy for Bronny. Bronny getting drafted is 100% entitled." So you got people, with mixed feelings about it. Like I said, I'm damn. I don't even want to say I'm against it off of the principal aspect, but I'm for it for the culture aspect. Like I love how the fact that they actually put Bronny up there to actually give him a chance to be with the culture and do something monumental. But I'm also against it because again, just off of the tradition and the morality and the hard work, it's plain as day what's going on. It's clear as day. So let's see. It got 43%. Yes, I'm for it. 43% I'm against it. 14 undecided. And why y'all undecided? Talk to me. Why y'all think y'all undecided about this? Because I feel like when people say undecided, it sounds like to me they don't want to actually, target, Bronny. Let's see. He said nobody can say Bronny earned 100%. If they do, they're capping. Yeah, he sure as hell didn't earn it like everything 100%. Because that would just be lying. He definitely had some help, but that's okay. Apparently. Hope said he didn't earn it. Dude sucked. He don't suck. See, that's the thing. He don't suck. He's not garbage. He's not like he can't play. Like he does have certain things that he can do on the court, but Bronny's just a basic player. Like even in his highlight, he's just a basic player. He's not somebody that stands out. Like you say, oh man, that's just he's a future like player. Like he's just cool, man. He's the type of player he's gonna make, not do too much. He's gonna make a simple pass. He's gonna, play fundamental basketball and offensively he don't have much in his bag. Defensively, he's actually kind of like, his father when it comes to chase down blocks, when it comes to, get up and down the court. He's kind of like his pops. He will chase you down for a block. He will, run the floor. He has all that to his bag. So it's not like he can't fully not play. But I think when people say he's not good or he sucks, is that they're comparing it to what he's being given, which is like first round treatment. And this draft, to be quite honest with you, the draft that we had wasn't really all that really special. It wasn't even all that much of a big draft in my personal opinion. I thought it was kind of like a little bit quote unquote weak. You didn't really have too many, big names in the draft. So, at the end of the day, this probably is the best draft that he can get into and actually get an opportunity to, really go out there and shine. But as y'all can see, like I said, he runs the floor. He can actually, jump out the Can y'all hear me? Yeah, can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. My bad. Yeah, I guess it did freeze. So, like I said, with Bronny James's highlights, you know, he's gonna run the floor. He's gonna take the open shot. He's gonna take the open three. He's gonna score. He's gonna get to the basket. But he's somebody, like I said, to be quite honest with you, you know, he's trying to really make himself known in the NBA, in basketball. He's not really a flashy player. But he does have, you know, some, you know, athletics and things of that nature. So, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm rooting for him. I'm hoping that he has a successful career. I hope he doesn't get in and then just automatically gets out, because see, the big thing that I'll have an issue with is if he does all this, he gets into the league, gets the opportunity that he said he wants, and then after 2 years, he actually, you know, stops playing, or, you know what I'm saying, say, oh, I don't want to play no more, because that'll make people think, well, you know, you just wasted everybody's time. You could have gave that spot to a player who actually was more serious, because a lot of these players, you know, this is their only option just to make it to the NBA. They don't have options to fall back on. Bronny, he's already set to be a millionaire. He's already set. So he don't have to play basketball. He don't have to do any of this. He can actually chill, or, you know, be a part of his father's business or whatever, and, you know, he can just be living life, which he already pretty much doing. But, you know, I just really hope this is his dream and not LeBron's. So let me see if let me go through some of the last comments, because if y'all don't want to come in, then we are going to end the show. If Kobe was alive, he would be 100% getting Kobe. Okay, yeah, he would for sure. Kobe would not approve of this. And he'd probably tell Bron, is like he'll say to himself, like, you know, your son don't need a handout. He don't need an arm around his he don't need an arm around his shoulder. He's good enough to get it out of himself. And see, that's something else. People who have been pretty much handed things, you don't know what they have because you've never tested it, but they're stronger than what you think. Like I said, Bronny's he's not garbage, but I do feel like he hasn't had an opportunity to really get out of his shell. I'm talking about really get a chance to really, you know what I'm saying, just fully just be let loose. So he said Bronny is a second round pick, then Gilbert Arenas is going to go top threes. Yeah. Oh yeah, Gilbert Arenas' son, he's a beast. Yeah, Elijah, he's a beast. He's a monster. See, that's a player right there that earned his keep. That's a player right there that earned, you know, he don't need, you know, handouts and stuff like that. Like his Gilbert Arenas' son he's a real deal. He's the real truth. If LeBron's dream, because if it was Bronny, he would stay in college. Yeah, I think I said I wish he really stayed in college. I really do. But yeah, let me look at the poll. So 50% say y'all against it, 33 y'all say y'all for it. He said, honestly, I don't think Bronny want to be in the NBA. I think it's his daddy doing, because his daddy liked that power. Bronny should have stayed in college until his junior year once he was ready. Yeah, I think Bronny's a 3-year prospect, to be quite honest with you. I think he's a 3-year prospect. I think Bronny's a guy who needs 3 years of a development to get it, because at the end of the day, it's about development in college. Like, That's why you see the players who stay all 4 years. They y'all notice they don't take as long to really get adapted to the NBA. It's the ones that do the one and dones, or even sometimes even the two and dones. Like they're the ones that take longer to adapt. Even the top picks, because they have to learn how to actually run an offense. They have to learn how to actually be in the system. They have to learn how to actually, play in a defensive system as well. IQ, all that stuff. They have to learn all that stuff off the fly, block back after back. And in college, you learn that in your 4 years of school, right? You learn that you don't really have to worry about going through the growing pains in the NBA, because you're pretty much already accustomed to it. So yeah, I wish he would have went back to college as well, at least to his junior year. He said, I think Bronny was chasing LeBron's dream more than following his own dream. That's true. That's true. Because again, Bronny wants to, a child wants to satisfy his father. He was coaching. I mean, shit. Bronny's been coached by his pops since he was a child. I mean, like I said, I know his AAU coach, but Bronny, for the most part, has been dealing with his father since he's been a kid. So that's all he really knows. But again, I do think LeBron James has a little bit attachment to his son so much that he's just like, damn, he don't want him to get, he don't want to have to really worry about, he wants to basically cover all corners. But we're going to end it there, man. We're going to cut the live. I just want to kind of jump on here real quick to let y'all kind of see what we're talking about. Again, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure y'all please, if y'all have Cash App, hit that Cash App right there, $ BJ Matthews, if y'all enjoyed this live. If y'all do not have Cash App, you guys can also go to our Venmo, which is at BJ/MATHEWS/1. For the new people that are, part of the show, welcome to the show. For the ones that are returning, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show. Continuously like, share, subscribe, and send your love by actually, sharing this podcast with your friends. But until next time, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull it out. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
I'm feeling good. Feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, feeling right. I feel good. I feel all right. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right. I feel good now. It's summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the rides with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throw in the backyard boogies to everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party.